Good evening and welcome to the Year 11 Learning Pathways for the ICT options. We'll be looking at two qualifications this evening. Firstly, we look at the A-Level Digital Technologies. Then we look at the OCR Cambridge Technical in IT Level 3 Introductory Diploma. We'll start with the A-Level Digital Technologies. Why should I study this qualification? In the world we live in, multimedia rules. It impacts every aspect of our lives, and over the last 20 years, technology has dramatically changed the way we live, work, and communicate. It is continually evolving at a very fast pace. Studying the A-Level Digital Technologies prepares you to become part of this interconnected world. What will I study? This is a brand new qualification and is designed to offer students the opportunity to develop their practical skills whilst developing and creating digital products and solutions to real-world problems faced by organisations. In addition, it advances learners' understanding of the digital technologies that are part of our everyday lives, how they're developed, and how they're changing the way we do things. The course also allows students to develop excellent project management skills and knowledge of the digital product lifecycle through both the practical coursework and the theoretical content. The qualification is split into 4 units over the course of your Key Stage 5 studies. At AS level, there is Unit 1, Innovation in Digital Technology. This is half of the AS course, and therefore worth 20% of the overall qualification. It consists of a 2-hour examination. AS Level Unit 2 is Creative Digital Practices. This is a non-examined assessment, which means it's coursework, and is based around games development. When you move on to A Level, the modules are again split between coursework and an examination. Unit 3 is on Connected Systems, and this is the examination unit, which is a 2.5-hour examination. Unit 4 is the non-exam assessment, so coursework. This is based around the creation of a transactional website that is linked to the server-based RDMS. Let's take a look at the unit in more detail. Here are some of the content that you will be covering in Unit 1. We will cover topics such as the Internet of Things. This has become one of the most important technologies in the 21st century. Now we can connect everyday objects such as kitchen appliances, cars, thermostats and heating, baby monitors, etc. to the Internet. So seamless communication is possible between people, processes and things. This topic looks at the Internet of Things in detail, examining the infrastructure, investigating the impact. We will also look at AI, or artificial intelligence, and machine learning and robotics, looking at this key evolutionary technology and the applications, functions and potential uses. We will also look at human-computer interaction, looking at the user-centered design and the digital user experience. We will also examine the role of social media. With this unit, we will look at the role of social media along with its functions, purpose, and the impacts that it has. Unit 2, as mentioned, is coursework based. Using GameMaker software to develop knowledge, skills, and understanding in creating digital practices, including all stages of game development, namely researching, planning, designing, developing, testing, refining, and documenting a game. In Unit 3, which is Connected Systems, students will look at contemporary data collection, storage and analytics, and how this is used by organisations. Cybersecurity, a really important modern topic, is covered in detail and includes how individuals and organisations can protect themselves, looking at threats and vulnerabilities. Resilience controls alongside social engineering. You will also study modern networks, including mobile technologies and cloud-based services. The final unit is again coursework based, where you will get the opportunity to create a transactional website. This is basically the customer-facing front end, and this will be linked to the back-end office processes. These will reside on a server and will be based alongside a database on RDBMS, or Relational Database Management System. Why should I study digital technologies? The UK is facing a skills shortage, and acquiring advanced knowledge of digital technologies via this qualification will stand you in extremely good stead, supporting progression into employment and a career that utilises this technology, or alternatively onto a programme of higher education involving these technologies. The benefits of taking digital technologies is IT is a fast-growing and highest paid industry. ICT is a life skill. No other subject area has the reach or potential to improve a large part of our daily lives. The career pathways that could be open to you would be website designer, app developer, IT security specialist, gaming designer or developer, teacher, IT consultant, or cybersecurity specialist, to name a few. What skills will I gain? You'll develop skills in critical thinking, analysis, and problem solving. IT skills are easily transferable, which makes you more employable. 90% of jobs have an element of ICT. You're going to learn new software and learn, develop, and understand emerging technologies. The next qualification I talk about will be the OCR Cambridge Technical in IT, Level 3 Introductory Diploma. I'd like to start the presentation with a video from OCR about the benefits of taking this qualification.
It's so relevant for the job opportunities and their further study that they're wanting to go into.
They're ready to go, they're ready for the workplace, they're ready for university.
The best bit about delivering Cambridge Technicals is the flexibility, being able to choose the pathways that students take.
It provides them a lot more flexibility with how they learn. They get to choose the different types of units, how they're going to present their work, how they want to research it.
It was one of the best things I've ever done, really changed my life.
I got a Distinction Star distinction.
Why should I choose Cambridge Technicals? They are vocational qualifications with equivalent UCAS points to the traditional A-levels that have been designed with workplace and progression to higher education in mind. How is the course structured? The course is 100% coursework based with a wide range of units available. These include employability skills for ICT, information systems, creating interactive multimedia products, game making and web creation, to name just a few. The qualifications have been designed to ensure that students acquire the knowledge to progress onto degree courses or into employment. What will I study? The specification consists of around 40 different units of work. Students will need to undertake 6 units of work. They'll complete 3 units in Year 12 and 3 units in Year 13. 2 of those 6 units are mandatory, and they include Unit 1, Communication and Employability Skills for ICT, and Unit 2, Information Systems. There's also the opportunity to develop skills in bespoke specialist software, which includes game development, e-commerce and website design. The unit of work covered will depend on the interest of the individual and the specialism of the teacher taking the group. How are the units graded? The units are graded in the following manner. A pass, which is equivalent to an E grade at traditional A level. A merit, which is equivalent to a C grade in traditional A level courses. And a distinction. This is equivalent to an A grade in traditional A level courses. Each of these units will give the students a number of points. A pass is given 70 points, a merit 80 points, and a distinction 90 points. At the end of the course, these points are then put together to give them their overall grade. At this point, it is possible to achieve a distinction star, which is equivalent to an A star in traditional A-level courses. If the student has gained more than 520 points, then the distinction star will be awarded. I've included a copy of the mark sheet for one of the units to show you how the course work is split up. They're split up normally into different learning outcomes, and within those learning outcomes, you've got the pass, merit and distinction criteria. Not all of the learning outcomes have merit or distinction criteria, but all of them will have the pass criteria. In order for a student to attain a merit, they need to have ensured they've completed all of the pass tasks, and then they move on to expand on these, meeting the merit criteria. The same applies for a distinction. How will the units be assessed? This option is 100% coursework based. There is no terminal examination. The students will need to complete 6 units of work, 3 units in Year 12 and 3 units in Year 13. All units are teacher assessed, then externally moderated. Who should take this qualification? It's designed to meet the needs of today. It's hands-on applied qualification that gives learners a chance to gain relevant, recognised skills essential for their future within the ever-evolving technological world. Modules cover all areas of computing, allowing flexibility based on interest or future pathways. This qualification is suitable for learners who are using IT within their daily routine or plan to pursue a career within the digital sector. The qualification will allow learners to apply knowledge, understanding and skills to a high level, proving their competency within their ability. The qualification will allow progression onto higher education in the future. It's a widely recognised national qualification which increases the learner's employability. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.